What the hell is up, you fucking cunts? It is episode 13 of Resident Bummer. You know what that means. Fulcrum is back in action. Oh yeah. I'm going to apologize right now for the last episode. I know I apologized in last week's episode for last week's episode, if that makes sense, but I'm going to do it again because that one also felt like really bad, but I had to speed run through it. I am in proper health this week. As good as health as I can be in, I guess. But for a motivation check, I'm going to go probably at like a 7 out of 10. Kind of right there on the cusp, you know? With that being said, I guess it's time to crack open the journal. Well, I guess I can add before I get into it. I'm going to be trying to go a little bit fast on this episode as well. Sorry. I know you just want more time with me, and I'm not giving it to you. But man, it's my project, and I'll treat it with as much respect and dignity as I care to do so. Does that work? Was that grammatically correct? Good Lord. I need to just fucking open the journal. Let's get to it. On Friday, April 18th, our opening entry reads as follows. 9 a.m. I wake up too early, fall asleep for a little bit, but eventually I wake up at 7:30 a.m. 9:05 a.m. I shit, brush, and shower, and then I watch some Community, wouldn't you know it, before I go to work. Go ahead and drive and clock into work, and at 11:35 a.m. I crack a smile after I give a coworker that we are going to be calling Frank, new coworker that I've worked with for quite a while, but I've never felt the need to mention. I'm going to mention him now. Frank is what we're going to be calling him again. I give him some change to buy a drink. He needs like 50 or 60 cents, and I just happened to bring a bunch of spare change. I was going to swap it for some dollars at the register, but I figured, hey, Frank could use a little bit of extra money buying his soda. I'll give him 5 dimes and we'll call it a day. Afterwards, 2 or 3 minutes after he buys his drink, he comes up to me and he gives me a lot of spare change. He just drops it right into my hand and he's like, here's some change. I didn't need all of it, so I'm going to give the rest of it to you. And I was like, oh, okay. Oh God. Okay. Guys, sorry. This next entry is a little unfortunate. At 3 p.m., I cry. Good God. I cry at work and avoid eyes with my manager, Richard, so he doesn't notice that I'm crying. And then I go to the bathroom to cry some more. God damn. Reading it back, it's like, I don't even know if I should be saying it, but it happened. Hey, it's part of the journal. Let's go. 3:20 p.m. I also cry while I'm on break, sending a Discord message out to somebody. I don't know. I can't remember who that one was at. It's all just lost in a flow. Next entry, it is, never mind. Next entry, actually discusses who I was sending it to. It's to someone that we're going to be referring to as Penny from here on out. It seems like they might be a recurring character because we have actually been talking a decent amount, just sending messages back and forth. So I don't know what's going to happen with Penny, but we'll see. I definitely don't want to give any implication that I'm looking for I don't know, a relationship or something. I don't want to do that. I'd much rather do an in-person type of thing for my first girl. I don't know. I'm going to start whispering because I think I have this weird suspicion that my parents are leaning against my door listening in right now. I want to have my first girl. I want to be able to hold my first girlfriend or just touch her. Not come on, man. Not in a weird way, but I just hold her hand or just put my hand on her shoulder or just kind of I don't know, run my fingers through her hair. It's just the gay crap like that, the stupid shit. after this, at 6:30 p.m., I clock out and I get home. Go ahead and invite an old friend that I wanted to... okay, let me restart this. So I have an old group chat on Discord with some old people I used to play with like 6, 7, 8 years ago. And there's one person in that chat who was like, hey, does anybody want to talk with me in an Xbox party right now? I'm too lazy to get on Discord chat, but I'll talk with you if you're in an Xbox party. Excuse me for the burp. I just decided to send him a party invite, and he joins, and then we're going to call this guy Mikhail. We're going to be referring to this character as Mikhail. Okay? At 7 p.m., get on a Discord call with Jack and Mikhail. We all end up getting into another Discord call after the Xbox party. Jack is not present in the Xbox party, just to let you know. Next entry here, 7:30 p.m. Another person joins from the group chat, and now it's 4 people all on audio with each other. Oh man, and this is like one of the stupidest. Have you ever been like, just like been alone and like narrated to yourself what you were doing, or like talked to yourself about it as it was happening? Because I accidentally did that, but while I was on a fucking audio call with other people. I just spaced out and I forgot I was on the call with other people, and I just started fucking talking about a birthday present I was gonna get for Jack, and he is on the call. I didn't like name drop it or specifically reference it, but I was like looking at it and I was like, oh yeah, you can set this up, and everyone on the call was like, set what up? Dude, I felt like such a fucking idiot. I can't lie. Ooh, man, that was unfortunate, but moving on. 9:55 p.m. Everybody leaves the call but me and Jack. I end up leaving to get some spaghetti, and I snap a picture of it to him. And he sends me an audio clip of him breathing very heavily into his phone microphone. After this, I head back upstairs and watch some Community. I forgot to mention that I edited and upload episode 12. Question mark for this entry's time. I think I accidentally blew Desmond off. He did invite me to play a game on Friday, April 18th, and I absolutely did not reciprocate. I was like, yeah, I'll be done eating in like an hour, and then I just totally forgot to hit him up. My bad, man, that stinks. After this, I go to bed at some point, but I don't know what else happened, so that's it for this night of entries. And we're going to be moving on to Saturday, April 19th, set 13, day 2. Let me restart that. Set 13, day 2. Thank you. 9:35 a.m. I message Alex on Instagram. This is one of Jack's roommates, if you can't remember. And I ask her to deliver a half birthday gift for Jack. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. I accidentally almost outed it on the audio call, and then the following day I was like, alright, I gotta get this thing out of my hands, so this stops happening. 10 a.m. I get dressed for the park, and I go ahead and listen to some Taylor Swift until I find a bench that's underneath the sun. It's a chilly morning out, I remember that. I do plan to get some good work done on my smut while finishing Taylor Swift, and I did. I actually got a decent amount of smut written. At 11 a.m., I'm halfway through Taylor's 1989. Taylor's version, I believe. Oh, something loud just clattered in the kitchen. That's probably going to pick up on the microphone. That's cool. Must have been mom or dad dropping some dishes, or not shattering them. It didn't sound like they shattered, they just clattered. Yeah, I got through about halfway through Taylor's 1989 Taylor's Version album, and I am forced to stop writing smut because I can't remember some crucial details about Chang entering the Dungeons and Dragons game for the first time. He's just there by accident as they're discussing it, and so they felt too awkward to mention it to him that he wasn't invited, is the origin, but I wanted to make sure, so I stopped writing right there. And yeah. At 12:55 p.m., my mother jump-scared me as I was working on smut at the park. She was walking the dogs, and she must have known that I was out of the park, or maybe it was just by chance, who knows. They jump up on me, the two doggies come up and jump up on me, and I quickly swap to the Spotify application to hide my smut shame. I don't need them knowing, especially my mother. At 7 p.m., I throw mall outfit together after some community binging to make sure that I don't waste a Saturday where I could be out, sitting on a bench and listening to music. Why not? Fuck it. I head out and finish Taylor's final album. I'd say that her most recent stuff is definitely her best stuff to me, but I can't knock anybody who likes her earlier stuff either. There's a couple of early hits that I do enjoy. I'm not gonna lie. At 9:45 p.m. I finish Taylor's discography, and I continue LMFAO before leaving. There are three girls who sit across from me, but I don't peek. There are three girls who sit across from me, but I don't peek at a single one of them. At 10:40 p.m., I read a chapter of Cole Protocol to stop the community binge. I do need to read more. Could probably do that tonight, but there's some other stuff going on, so maybe not. Question mark here for this entry. That was a lie. I eat some chicken nuggets while watching Community. Absolutely no reading of the Cole Protocol occurs. And I go and crawl into bed around 1 a.m. and watch Community until I pass out. That's the final entry for Saturday, April 19th. Moving on to Sunday, April 20th. Set 13, day 3 at 3:05 p.m. Late entry in the day. I wake up around 4 a.m. and can't fall back asleep. I think I just lay in bed until like 7 or 8, and then I eventually get out, shower, brush my teeth, and find some more quotes for Jack's half-birthday present. I find just some really stupid, gay, and crappy quotes. That's not true. I don't think that about any of them, but I'm just covering my bases in case somebody comes up and tells me they are stupid or gay or crappy. I'd be like, yeah, I already know. Look at what I said in my podcast, dude. That I'm not going to show you. What is the next entry? Man? I lost my place. Oh my fucking god. Never mind, I found my place. I change for work and drive in to work. I clock in and I'm greeted by Richard. Richard bets that I can't decipher the tune that he is whistling. Oh man, I got so close, you guys. I guess Battle Block Theater, but it was actually Castle Crashers. Very, very similar games made by, I think, the same studio, so you can understand my, confusion. I'm sorry, but it's been a while since I've actively played either of those games. But while I'm at work, I do message Alex about the quotes that I pulled for the birthday present. I do want to know if I want to get her opinions. Be like, hey, do you think these are stupid, or do you think that they work and they're okay? Benjamin does interrupt me while I'm on break to ask about some hot dogs. Like, fuck off, man. Shit, I'm just trying to enjoy my break, please. 4:05 p.m. I want to clock out, but I can't. I go to the bathroom to hide from Benjamin until I'm able to clock off. At 5:20 p.m. I clock out and I drive home while singing some Community songs, and then I watch Community when I get home. Wouldn't you believe it? I prepare to read another chapter of Cole Protocol. Rest in peace to last night's chapter. And wow, it looks like that's where I stopped updating. Sunday, April 20th journal entry. So, whatever happened for the rest of that night, no fucking clue. I believe I did read a chapter of Cole Protocol. I did get one chapter read, so that's nice. But we're going to move on to Monday, April 21st, set 13, day 4 at 3:55 p.m. I wake up, shower, brush, and then I get dressed for work while watching some Community. I drive in and clock into work. It's busy as hell this day, so I'm just cooking overtime, pushing so much food out of the kitchen. 4:05 p.m. I go on break, but Benjamin just has to find some way to interrupt me while I'm on it. It's incredible how he'll figure out different ways to fuck me. 6:40 p.m. I clock off, drive home, and Jack says he's going to call me. I let him know that I'm going to call him if he forgets. So at 7:30 p.m. I call him and talk a bit about his weekend fun with another online friend that he has made. 12:25 a.m. I watch a lot more Community, and I don't work on my smut at all. Dang it. I add some more people from that Discord server me and Jack are both in. The first night I attempted to add everybody, it was giving me some error message on specific people when I tried to send him a friend request. So looks like Monday, April 21st, I just decided to mop up the rest of the people that I didn't add that first go round. Question mark for the next entry. I go to bed at some point, I guess. I don't even really know, to be honest. And that does it for Monday, April 21st. Moving on to Tuesday, April 22nd. Set 13, day 5 at 3:55 p.m. I wake up, shit, shower, brush, and I forget to shave, but oh well. I do watch some Community in bed afterwards. In my journal, I misspelled it as bad, but I did on the fly edit that. That was pretty good, and now I'm ruining it by calling it out, so I'm just going to continue on. I watch Community in bed afterwards until I get changed for work. I drive and clock in, talk with Richard about the picture of Gordon Ramsay that says sausage. I'm sure if you're a meme lord and you know your stuff, you've seen that picture of Gordon Ramsay with like an edited face, and he's just saying sausage, SOSIG. Yeah, moving on to the next entry at 7:50 p.m. I clock out of work because it's boring. And then I come home and watch some Community. I ask Jack if there's anything surprising to him about physical intimacy. I guess for some context here, Jack, we're roughly the same age, and he got his first, what a weird way to say it. He met and courted his first girlfriend, it was like, I think, maybe this springtime of 2024. So it was about a year ago. And that whole relationship kind of started and ended. And I'm not gonna lie, I felt like a jackass because I didn't really reach out and ask a whole lot about their situation, or like what was up, or if they were feeling good, feeling bad, or like what the whole situation was. I was horribly unattentive, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie, so that's my thoughts on it. And moving on, I do ask him a weird question about physical intimacy. I was wondering if there's anything surprising or anything that stuck out or that he wasn't expecting about physical intimacy. He said he needed some time to give a proper answer. And I was like, hey, you take all the time you need. I'd prefer that you take your time and give me a solid answer from, your core, right? Get genuine with it. I like that. Next on the journal. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm more than happy to give the time. I really have too much free time these days, so he asks me a follow-up question. He's like, while I'm thinking, I've got a question for you to answer in the meantime. And he's like, are there any songs that I connect with, like the lyrics on, or just the general sound of the song? Is there any sort of songs that, I feel a bit of a deeper connection to? I do tell him some examples. I'm like, hey, Sincerely from the McGuire Sisters, Somewhere Out There by Danny Pudi and Donald Glover. Pudi? I don't know how to say his last name. The Ballad of Sleeping Beauty by Sophie B. Hawkins, great song. Under Cover of Night by Martin O'Donnell. Lou Ma by the, I think, EA soundtrack team or some shit. La Mer by Bing Crosby, fantastic fucking song. 12:30 by Sam LaChow, that's a very fun song to just kind of, not take life so seriously by. Next entry is at 9:10 p.m. Desmond does stop at my place and he chats with the family. Then we go out to the theater to catch a showing of Minecraft movie. Yeah, Desmond has been out of town for the, But he came back for, I think, a week. And we went and saw the Minecraft movie while he was here in town. That was fucking fun, dude. I get also very high before we watch the movie, and it's just super funny to me. The Minecraft movie was surprisingly easy to have fun with. Let's say that. Next question mark for our entry here. A question mark for our next entry here. Good God. Get it together, Fulcrum. Desmond drives me home, and I watch Community until I realize that I left my wallet at the theater. I call them, and I'm like, hey, did I leave the theater? Did I leave the theater? God fucking damn, dude. I call the theater, and I ask if I left my wallet. There we go. And they're like, yeah, it's in the seat. And I was like, all right, I'll be out there in like 5 minutes. So I go back out there, grab my wallet, and I'm like, thank you for giving me my wallet. And then I drive back home, and then I think I just watch Community while I drift off to sleep. Pretty terrible how much I'm watching that show. But I don't want to think about that right now. So we're moving on to Wednesday, April 23rd's entries. Set 13, day 6. At 3:10 p.m. I wake up around 5 a.m. I go to bed for a little bit longer to sleep off the Minecraft vibes. Question mark for this entry. I wake up later and shit, brush and shower, change for work and drive off. I follow up with Jack at some point in the day and ask him about emotional intimacy. At first it was physical intimacy, and now I'm asking about emotional intimacy. I do clock out of work, and then I think I just came home and watched some Community. I was updating this entry. I've been lacking on updating the entries, you guys. I need to get better at the journaling. It's hard to remember, but at least I haven't missed a day yet, so that's good. For some reason, it takes me like 3 hours to concoct a response to Jack's response to me asking about emotional intimacy, if that makes sense. Hopefully you can follow that sentence. Next up, I do remember showering and using a loofah to slowly massage my horrendously raw and, I guess, what would the word be? Outbroken armpit? My right armpit is just like, I don't know if it's acne or if it's just like a rash or something, but I'm touching it right now and it's just sore and raw and it sucks. I hate it so much. It's very, very tender, I guess is another word for it. Next up, I ask Jack if he has any songs with meaning to him. He tells me that, it's anonymous, so I'm just gonna, I'll leave it. That one's for me and him. After this, I go to bed and get ready for a big day tomorrow. Which is today. I'm currently on that big day. Thursday, April 24th, our first set of entries. Set 13, day 7, at 8:50 p.m. Damn. This is a really late entry. I need to get better, as I said before. Wake up, shit, brush, shower, and then I watch some Community until I give Jack another song that reminds me of all relationships, and ours, my relationship with Jack, that is. After this, I change into work, clothes, and drive to clock in. Richard and Benjamin are waiting for me at 9:05 p.m. Work is very boring, so I'm going to toss a would you rather in here. Would you rather walk a tightrope between the now defunct Twin Towers, or never be able to put condiments on your ice cream for the rest of your life? You gotta let me know. Next up here, I drive home after I clock out, and then I watch some Community until Jack gives me a ring. We do finish up talking with each other, and I just make some fish sticks and watch some Community as I prepare to record episode 13 of Resident Bummer. Boy, oh boy, and here we are. That's where we are at this moment. It's another week of journal entries in the hole, you guys. I'm really trying to remember what I talked about this week, and I just don't think I give a fucking good goddamn. So I'm just gonna wrap this up, and which means I do have to ask you a question, of course. Here it comes. Am I really making a podcast, or am I just jerking off?